So the LYS No Limits Cream Bronzer Stick just came today. And as much as I hate it when small things come in large boxes because I think it's a waste and bad for the environment, I love that it came in a triangle shaped box. I mean, everything that LYS makes comes in like a triangular shape like this. Their blushes, the foundation, which I have, the lip oil, like everything. So opening my door and seeing this on the welcome mat, it just made me really happy, I'm gonna be honest. Even if what's in here is literally like this size. And here it is. I will be using my Triple Fix Serum foundation in this video, obviously. The shade I have is DN3, that's this. And I'm gonna go ahead and say that I rarely use this foundation. I think when I use it, if I do use it, it's mainly in the winter time because for me, it tends to be very thick and it doesn't dry down. So it's just, you know, in the summer, I feel like it creates a sort of like heavy feeling that I don't really love. So it would be great if they came out with a lighter foundation or maybe like a tinted serum foundation from LYS, but for the purposes of this video, I'll be using this foundation. I mean, it's totally fine. I'm really excited to see how all the LYS products I use work together with this cream bronzer stick. The other item I'm going to be trying by LYS for the first time, which I've had my eye on this for a while, is their Triple Fix concealer. I will be using the shade DN3. I'm gonna be using the same shade of concealer as the foundation, DN3. We're just gonna see how it works. So it might not necessarily be lightening, it'll just be concealing. That's fine. Ooh. So this is what the LYS No Limits Cream Bronzer Stick packaging looks like. It's so freaking beautiful. I love it. This is kind of like a pinkish, I don't know, it's not rose gold. It's, I don't know, what is this? It's more pink than anything else, but it's just really lovely and reflective and chromy, but soft. Love it. So I got the color Strength, although I really wanted to try the color Courage. I'm not quite sure what happened because I was stalking this on Sephora's site, but it sold out immediately. Like it sold out that day, along with like 2 other shades. There are 5 shades in this line. Like I said, I got Courage. I got Strength and I wanted Courage. And Strength is the shade that is right before the deepest and last shade, which is Worthy. So let's just see what that is looking like. So this is Strength. I just feel like, well, first of all, this bronzer is described as being a sculpting kind of bronzer, which if you've seen any other videos than mine, I've certainly seen a bunch of amazing reviews of this bronzer. All of them are raving and all of them look amazing. And I just know from the, from the whole texture of cream bronzer that it has to be slightly sculpting just because of the way that cream bronzers and cream stick makeup finishes. But I did want to try something a little lighter than this, but I'm sure I'm gonna make this work. I can just tell from the deepness of the color that it's definitely gonna be more sculpting than bronzing, but who knows? That's why we're here. So that is what it looks like. I'm just gonna swatch it on the back of my hand first. Oh Lord, that is so deep and so creamy. I'm gonna have to go really light. I'm gonna go ahead and apply the Triple Fix foundation in DN3 first. And I'm going to be using LYS's brush. It doesn't say what number this is. It's just one of their foundation brushes and it's very soft. I'm gonna pump one pump on the back of my hand. Start with that. And I'm not wearing any primer because I don't really buy into primer. I just put some Make It Matte Black Girl sunscreen on my forehead and here where I usually get like oiliness the quickest. I did do a review of this foundation. It does feel incredibly hydrating. I will give it that. It's a very nice feeling. And it's very skin-like. And all of LYS beauty products are clean ingredients. I'm pretty sure it's the first Black-owned clean beauty brand that is sold at Sephora. So let's move on to this concealer before we move on to the cream stick bronzer. Like I said, I got this in the shade DN3. And when I swatched this on the back of my hand in Sephora, I was just amazed at the lightness of the formula. So I'm super excited to see how this performs. I'm just gonna go in light at first. I really have not been using a whole lot of concealer lately. So far, I think the shade looks good. I'm just gonna put some here. Some here. It's a nice light coverage. It's definitely very close to my skin tone, which I'm not mad at. It's not like, you know, the shade is the shade of my foundation, so it gives me a kind of, not flat, but even tone. The other product that I'm going to be using for the first time to set my face is the Uoma Beauty Trip and Smooth Setting Powder. I believe they have about 4 or 5 shades. Don't quote me on that. I don't have the page up on my computer right now. And one of them is Honey, which I feel like I probably should have picked that up since I use the Honey Translucent Powder by Laura Mercier most of the time. But I picked up Rich Tan. And this is what the box looks like. Super cute. I think this is the second thing that I purchased from Uoma Beauty. I picked up some of their lipsticks, which I liked at the time, but I didn't really end up wearing them much. So I didn't get a whole lot of use out of those lipsticks. And that was like, I don't know, like a year or 2 ago. But I've heard a lot of great things about this powder, and I'm just like, I need to try this. Besides, the name Trip and Smooth just is like, it just gets to me. I'm like, anything that's Trip and Smooth in a setting powder, I need to use. So this is the Trip and Smooth powder, and it has a very unique way of releasing the powder that I've never seen before. So it's kind of like in this funnel, as you can see, and you twist it on the bottom. I'm not gonna twist it now because I don't want more than what's in there. But you twist it on the bottom to release the powder, so it's not always like more powder than you would want, which, you know, I don't really have that big of an issue with the powder packaging for the Laura Mercier or the Beauty Bakery setting powder that I usually use, but I do appreciate the innovation of this. So this is what the Rich Tan looks like. When I saw it, I was just like, oh my God, this is definitely too deep for me. But what also concerns me is that it kind of looks like it might have like a reddish undertone, but I don't know. I've talked long enough to let my concealer set. So let's see how this sits on top of the LYS concealer and exactly what shade it's gonna be giving on me. I can tell you one thing that I can already see about this powder. It is super smooth. I even just kind of like ran it on the back of my hand when I first got it. I just got this in the mail today as well. Very, very, very finely milled. So here we go. I'm gonna use my mirror for this. I'm gonna go on light first. Well, that's not so bad. So I will say that for me, on my skin tone, it's not like lightening. So it's not gonna be this like lightness that I usually do with setting powder in my routine. It's more like it matches my skin tone. Ooh. Oh, that is smooth. I just want you to see, I don't know if you can see, like after I dip it in, there's still so much to like shake off because it's so fine. Yeah, I don't necessarily feel like rich tan is too deep for me. It's just not giving a lightening effect. Or brightening, should I say. But it is very smooth though. I'm just gonna put a little bit over here. So usually when I use like Laura Mercier, the Honey Translucent Powder, and I tap in the setting powder, it also helps to kind of shape my face a bit. This one doesn't because it's pretty much the same shade as my skin. But I do like it. But I do realize that I'm definitely gonna need this contour bronzer stick to give my face a little bit more depth and dimension. But I will say, wow, this powder is very, very smoothing. So now for the No Limits Cream Bronzer by LYS, I'm gonna go in as light as possible, as I possibly can. Ooh, where do I put this? Okay, I'm gonna do this first. And I have to say this shape really helps to be precise with where you place this. A little bit up here. Oh my gosh. I'm so, the nerves. I'm gonna use another LYS brush for blending this out. So like I said, these don't have names, but this has a nice sort of like pointed shape to it, which I think is very good for bronzing and contouring. So let's start. Okay, I don't know if you can tell by looking in your screen, this actually blends out really softly and sheerly. So it doesn't look harsh at all. Go in here. And it is giving bronzing qualities as well. I mean, I did go in pretty light. I think I might add some more. I'm trying to figure out if it's giving like a reddish tone. I can't really tell yet. All I don't know. You let me know. I still feel like I want to try Courage. I feel like that would be a better match for me. I don't feel like after this blends out on my skin, it doesn't seem like it's too dark. Let me just turn this up a little bit more. I think what it is I'm probably not used to seeing under my eye look this neutral, so that might be throwing me off. But yeah, with the lights up brighter, you can see like it's a deep color, but it blends out really nicely. And I do feel like it's giving more bronze than sculpting. And I feel like contour, the shadow is more concentrated, it's more structured, but this is really meant to be both bronzing and sculpting. And on me, I think I like the way it blends out for bronzing. I will also say this about this, it does not give patchiness at all. I don't feel like you can see where it starts on my face and where it stops, which is great. Like, it just blends out so softly. I'm gonna put in a little bit more on each side just to see if we can give a little bit more of a sculpting effect. Oh, gosh. I'm probably doing it all wrong, but that's nice. Oh, that's nice. And I'm focusing more on patting this out than swiping it up like I did when I started. So now I can see it more, but it's still nice and soft and blends out wonderfully, but it's definitely giving way more pigment and way more just like shadow and structuring. Although I have to say, I still feel like it's too dark for me. So I have two blushes from LYS that I got when they first dropped. The first one is Empower, that's this one, which is like a deep berry. And then the second one is Inspire. I am going to go with Empower today. So I'm gonna go off camera and finish off the rest of my face, do my eyeliner and mascara, setting spray and all, and come back and give you my final impressions about everything that I've tried here from LYS and Uoma Beauty. Okay, so this is the final look using the LYS No Limits Cream Stick Bronzer, the Triple Fix Concealer, the Uoma Beauty Setting Powder, the Trip and Smooth Setting Powder in Rich Tan, the Cream Bronzer by LYS I got in the shade Strength. I got it in the shade Strength. I want to say first, the Uoma Beauty Setting Powder, my skin looks incredible. Like it looks so freaking smooth. Time will tell, of course, how this wears throughout the day. I just think it looks amazing. I can't wait to try the honey shade. And for the LYS No Limit Cream Bronzer Stick, the thing that I love most about it is how softly it blends out, because I still feel like Strength is a little too deep for me, but can you tell? Like, it blends out so nicely. So I definitely want to try Courage just to see the difference, you know? Just like the Rose Ink bronzer. I got that in a shade that I feel was very neutral and sort of like imperceptible and hard to tell it was there. I want to try the deeper shade in that bronzer. In this one, I want to try the lighter one. But I do feel like I look very sun-kissed. I look very much like I've been sitting in the sun. And it doesn't really give the structured contour look that I thought it would for being so deep, because it blends out so softly. But I'm sure if you wanted to go with the contour aspects of this bronzer stick, you would just need to not blend it out as much. You can definitely contour with this bronzer. Like they said, it is a sculpting bronzer. The No Limits Cream Bronzer Stick, 19 bucks. So far and beyond more affordable than most of the new bronzers that have dropped this year. I love all the clean beauty aspects of the LYS brand. I love the triangle packaging. So let's see the price point on the concealer. That is just $1 less than the No Limits Cream Bronzer Stick at 18 bucks. And the Uoma Beauty Trip and Smooth powder is $29.50. Please let me know in the comment section below if you've tried any of these products from LYS or Uoma Beauty, or if after watching this video you feel like you might want to try them out. I would love to hear from you. Until then, I will see you in my next video soon. Bye.